I wish I can change the color of my skin.
That is the issue. You missed the issue.
What's the issue?
The issue is we don't have to broadcast it.
I'm not broadcasting anything. I don't do anything wrong.
You can't understand how hurt I was. And also, I was hurt for all African Americans and all minorities, because when a man who owns a team in the NBA, and Donald Sterling has had issues in the past, so this is not the first time. And I've known Donald. One of the first men I met when I came to LA, Dr. Buss took me to his annual Malibu beach party. Actually, my first week in LA. Then I met with Donald 2 or 3 times. He wanted to discuss the issues with his Clipper team. So I had a friendship with him.
This is the first test of Adam Silver. He's got to suspend him right now. First of all, they got to prove his voice on the tape. But this is the first big test from Adam Silver. You can't have this guy making statements like that. He has to suspend him and fine him immediately. He has to be suspended.
People feel certain things. Hispanics feel certain things towards blacks. Blacks feel certain things towards other groups. It's been that way historically, and it will always be that way.
But it's not that way in my heart and in my mind.
But maybe you want to adjust to the world. I'm living in a culture, and I have to live within the culture. So that's the way it is.
I've known several players that have played for Donald Sterling in the past, in particular Baron Davis, who's been on the record very publicly decrying some of the stuff that was spewed in his direction when he was the star player for the Clippers organization, telling stories about how he would be on the court and Donald Sterling would be sitting at courtside with one of his female acquaintances, spewing all kinds of rhetoric.
There's no room for that in our game. We've found a way to make this the greatest game in the world, and for comments like that, it taints our game, and we can't have that. Can't have it from a player, we can't have it from an owner, we can't have it from a fan, and so on and so on. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, or whatever the case may be. We can't have that a part of our game, and you know, the commission will take care of it. We're sure of that.
Is it a benefit to me? Does it matter if they're white or blue or yellow?
I guess that you don't know that. Maybe you're stupid. Maybe you don't know what people think of you. It does matter, yeah. It matters.
The United States continues to wrestle with a legacy of race and slavery and segregation. That's still there. The vestiges of discrimination. We've made enormous strides, but you're going to continue to see this percolate up every so often. And I think that we just have to be clear and steady in denouncing it, teaching our children differently, but also remaining hopeful that part of why some statements like this stand out so much is because there has been this shift in how we view ourselves.
Your whole life admire him. Bring him here, feed him, him. I don't care. You can do anything. But don't put him on in this event so the world has to see, so they have to call me. And don't bring him into my games, okay?